It's time for arguably Australia's #1 beer podcast, The Step Brewers. With your hosts, Papa Sweden and the Pilly Panther, formerly known as the Juice Wolf. Oh, and the Weg. Take it away, boys.
What a lovely hop you've found from the field.
Quite funny that you're enjoying that because I believe that is Fuggles.
Right, welcome to episode 58 of the Step Brewers podcast with your boy, the Pilly Panther. How you going? I haven't done an intro in a while. It feels fucking weird.
It does feel a bit weird for me.
Yeah. You
I'm not
all
going
right?
to lie. I feel like a little bit like, stepping on my feet, but that's cool.
That's cool. Also here, obviously, Big Dickhead, K-Love, Papa Sweden, Papa Worldwide, Papa Donkey.
Daddy Sweden. Well, you know why. Daddy Sweden in the house. Hello, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
What an absolute pleasure.
Hello, regular listeners.
Hello, regulars. Hello, all the newbies. Last fortnight was fucking wild.
Hey, Weg, you're here as well. Welcome to the show.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Well done.
On the tools. Just want to give you a little heads up on YouTube stats. We are 1/10 of the way to your goal of 500 subscribers.
Wow, I wish I was on the... oh, there it is.
Bit slow on the desk at the moment. That's okay. Surprised you with that one.
That's epic.
It's good.
That's epic.
Thank you. We'll do another 50 this week.
Yeah, the amount of people messaging through and saying the Weg did a fucking awesome job, don't tell him, was pretty insane. Loved it.
Yes, no, big praise to for you on your big app, and you only had 2 days to edit that episode too. So we've got a little bit longer to... We're going to be a little bit kinder to you from now on. It was a little bit stressful for everyone involved, but we got there. And it was very good. But hey, I think there's going to be some more effects on this episode. Zoom in! Zoom in!
Just me and you, fam. Just me and you. Look me in the eyes. Look deep in my eyes. Let's touch each other.
If that didn't work, write in the comments below how shit Weg's doing his job. Not good enough.
Exactly.
But this is episode 58. We couldn't do it. We couldn't do any of this without our lovely Patreon supporters. Thank you very much. We've got 2 new Patreons at time of recording this week. Riley and who's the other one? I've forgotten off the top of my head.
We have Riley joining us today.
Yes.
Literally today. And then we also have Ryan Stott. Welcome to the show, homie.
We appreciate you, boys.
And very special shout out to Connor Bateman, who joins us, who actually is in this field of work in a way, not beer, in media.
Nice.
And has been epic on the
No
comments.
pressure for us to deliver good media.
He's been helping out. He's
has
been
been
suggesting stuff. So we're going to go from strength to motherfucking strength.
But yeah, if you want to be part of the Patreon, we're doing exclusive content on there for you guys. We've also got an exclusive group on Facebook where we post silly, naughty things on there. So if you want to join the crew, you can do that for under $2 or something a month.
It's like something like $2 a month.
You can give us more money if you want to, but you don't have to.
Yeah, look,
you don't have to give us any money. We're still going to do this.
if you want like a tea when you sign up, then you might want to sign up to like a Papa Sweden tier.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I don't know if anyone wants what you're designing.
Just
Well.
big promises here.
Big promises.
I've got a box of teas right there for our Patreon.
Really?
Yep.
Up
They're
there.
I can see
Thank
them,
you to
actually.
Thirsty Merchants for hooking us up.
Yes, we're working on some very cool shit for this year, merchandise and all little goodies.
I can't wait for my Weg hoodie.
You're paying for it. If you want a Weg hoodie, you pay for it. And you've already treated
Do
you
I
enough.
not get a uniform allowance?
This is incredibly awkward.
Yeah. We've already treated you quite well for your first video episode the other week.
Can I have a bucket hat?
Which we will touch on a bit later, your little shopping trip, which was on the Instagram story. But enough of all this bullshit. Let's get into some beer news, shall we? All right, Climpet, what do we got?
Well, kind of old news now. About a few weeks ago, we didn't hit up the beer news, but there was some pretty substantial beer news. 2 Birds being acquired by Stone and Wood, or the Stone and Wood Group. So we're not going to go heaps into the details, but I mean, amazing for 2 Birds, 10 years old, merging with the big brewer Stone and Wood, or the little big brewer. But what I thought was interesting was the little sneaky press release that was at the end that our good friends, the old blokes at Brews News, talked about, which was actually that Stonewood are building another new brewery.
What?
So moving, obviously, some fixation, we assume, production down to Two Birds in Melbourne.
Okay.
Yep.
Makes more sense.
Yeah, it makes some sense. But then a big production brewery that they already have the site for up in New South Wales, and it is capable of producing 40 million litres per annum.
Fuck.
Scalable to 80.
Fuck.
Congratulations to Two Birds from now also being excluded from tap contracts.
Yeah, targeted on tap contracts. Well done, Weg.
Okay.
But also, more fresh Pacific ale. I don't think Stoner would make anything else, to be honest.
East Point, mate.
Oh, East Point's good.
East Point's a cracking beer.
I
If
like
you haven't
East
had
Point.
East Point yet, that is a really nice sessionable beverage.
But special shout out to CUB, Asahi, Lion, whoever the fucklords are, obsiding over the duopoly in Australia right now on taps. So a big fuck you to those guys. An extra 40 million litres of Stoner Wood can only be a good thing. So you guys can fuck right off with your bullshit.
Wow.
And
Whoa.
yeah,
Tell us how you really feel.
you know, big beer, just like ACCC, can't touch me, baby.
Okay. Steppies versus the ACCC, hey?
Right.
Wow. Did you
In
get
other
all-
news.
Did you get all that, guys?
In other news, the Steppy Awards are in full swing. So
Oh, yeah, they are. That was
if you're a judge listening, you will be deep into your judging by now. The Victorian crew have just met on Sunday at Carwyn Cell. Sunday
yes,
just gone.
and I had a lovely meeting with the Tassie crew on Wednesday, which is yesterday. I am very aware of what day it is. Trust me, it's fine.
Time.
I went to Fox Friday.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice little time.
I've been looking at the nominations for each category. So judges came together and nominated a whole bunch of breweries and beers for the year.
Yep.
And then they are getting together to come up with their final state lists leading into the nationals. And fuck me, there was some good beer in there.
There's some beer that I haven't had yet in those lists, and I really want to get onto, which I can't mention right now. But yeah, some of them I hadn't heard of before, and it's nice to have a bit of variety instead of just what we had last year. 'Cause
Yeah, exactly.
we've definitely got our opinions on what were the best beers last year, but it's nice to share some love.
And I mean, if you want to think about the caliber of the judges this year, we got Nikki from Cool Wine, we got
Yes.
Rob from the Winston,
Yes,
we got Dorian from Crafty Pint.
yes,
He's fine.
and that's just Tassie.
That's just Tassie. Victoria was insane. We got stacked that place up with Beer Thread Leon. We've also got friend of the show, who was a star last fortnight, Emily.
Emily did very well.
Just a girl in her beers, not just a girl in her beers. I've got newcomer Emma Penny. We've got the Benz from Carwyn and Jack from Mr. West.
That's
Stacked
a
that state.
stacked
Stacked
little,
that state.
Melbourne state, isn't
Woo. Anyway, that will be coming soon. It's going to be a huge award season. We're not really coming out with a date of when it's going to start because we don't want to push these judges and
When
we
you
want
get
this
the
to
votes
be
in
right.
right, we want it to be right. But I'm going to ask you, boys, have you thought about your dates for this year's Steppies Awards?
Like a date. Oh, yes, I've
You
got
know, I remember last year we all brought a date, which was our favourite beer that we wanted to flex on down the brown carpet, which will not be brown this year. It'll be, haven't thought about
Neon.
it. A neon sexy carpet. We'll make sure we get some footage of arrivals for the Steppy Awards. But
Did you bring Cantillon last year?
I think I brought Anchorage. Maybe.
Time to lift, Weg.
Something like that. But yeah, it was a bit of a flex guest. She was sexy though. She was. So think about your hot date that you're going to bring to the awards.
And the outfits.
Shit.
And the outfits were real sexy last year as well. You need to go back through the gram and have a look at those. I think you've seen clips actually. Yeah.
Everyone's saying that. Everyone's
It's a
saying that.
good photo if you want to have a look at that. It's on the socials. It's on the socials.
It is a real good photo.
It is very good.
Well,
Very good.
speaking of special events, I'm just going to switch my little camera on here.
Oh.
So we're in the studio right now.
No, we've got a camera up there.
No, we've got a second camera. So you're watching at home. This is delayed. But Mr. Ali Davis, it's his engagement party on Sunday of the week of filming. So, Ali, I wanted the listeners to help us pick
Oh,
a
shit.
cheeky bottle for us to take tonight. So we're going to hit this up on the gram.
Oh, so that's what all the cheeky whales are on there for.
So if you want to hold up this little bad
Jeez,
boy,
this is getting. I'm excited now. Can we take all of them?
we're going to take one of these bad boys, and you've got 3 I picked out from my own little collection. So what do you got number 1 there, son?
Does it come in a Magnum? I heard that. We've got the Three Fontaine Magnum Cuvée, just a standard goozy one. Is that correct?
Yeah,
just the
yeah.
standard goozy.
Standard.
Then following that, we've got a Wildflower Magnum, St Henry 2020. You beauty.
You beauty.
You beauty.
You beauty.
What about those snacks at Bunnings? You beauty.
Very tasty. very
And
tasty.
then this one, another Wildflower, just a St Thomas, Big Chungamunga. Both very tempting offers. I would like all of
Or
them.
we hit up a little double small bottle,
Little BC.
little BC 18,
Oh, 18. Good year.
and a little bit of Anchorage maybe.
Anchorage, tied but wide. Thank you to Scotty for giving us this cheeky bottle. This was aged on Missouri oak and finished with coconut and coffee.
So hit up this story and tell
I'm a
us
bit overwhelmed.
what you would like him to drink on his engagement party. We are back to the episode now.
We'll get footage.
That's a hell of a picture, actually.
decided the photo, but
I want that in my
Yeah, you need that in life.
Just a little Instagram story. It's my engagement last weekend, and I've drank something of this, so I enjoyed it a lot. I think I drank all of them. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Anyway, and they were delicious. So thank you for that.
Amazing how they're still full now.
Yeah, that's
back in
crazy.
time.
It's really weird how time works here on the show.
Works in mysterious
Um,
ways.
But
Wait.
what's next? Oh, my glass is actually empty.
I was going to say, what's on the menu tonight beer-wise, little Wego?
Well, Clint sent some photos. We got some batch brewing
This
from the
very
beer
strange.
healer.
Very strange.
Excuse
beer.
me?
Very
Yeah.
strange beer mail.
Yeah,
You're fucking kidding.
A
Mr.
nice
Beer
little
Healer
selection.
himself.
Beer healer gave us beer.
yeah, I know, right?
He did.
What's wrong with it?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm serious.
this is a good question.
This-
So,
I think the more prudent question is, what does he want?
He's
he wants to come on the show.
We're not doing a merger.
He's been DMing us
think
to
he
come on the
wants-
show for years.
I think he wants to be part of the Step Brewers, and we have to keep
He said
saying
to
no.
us. He said to us a few days ago, "I would need a weg," and we're like, "Get fucked! It's
Yeah,
not happening."
No.
If he offers you more money than zero,
I was going to say, like, 50 cents an hour, or
so we've got a few beers tonight. We've got Watermelon Summer Ale. I assume that's a watermelon beer. We've got Pash the Magic Dragon, which is a dragon fruit passion fruit sour.
Tainted with weed killer.
We've got a berry salty gosa, which I assume is berries in a gosa.
Also tainted with weed
Now,
killer.
this is an exciting one, actually. This is the Raspberry Sour Celebration Ale, the Chapeau, which they put out once a year.
Oh, okay. I may partake in that. It's worth dying
And
for that beer.
this one is the Juicy Boys Double Dry Hopped Nipa.
Had that before. Good beer.
Yeah, I think I didn't mind that. So we'll partake in a few of those throughout.
But
the
seriously,
episode.
what is wrong with them?
Well, I'll drink first just in
I
case
think
he's
this is
poisoning
good.
us.
This is good. I'll give it a good 5 minutes before I partake, because I'm drinking a
What we'll do is we'll go based on talent. So
Little
we'll go
Deeds.
Me, Weg, and then the actual talent of the show yourself. So
I think that's fair.
most expendable myself.
Down the hatch. Enjoy, boys.
A bitty watermelon in there.
I'll
Yeah,
just keep
so
drinking my deeds.
have you had any interesting beers this week? The last week
Oh,
or so?
good question.
Apart from all those engagement beers I just consumed, no, not. I've had a couple of quiet weeks. For the engagement party, I have ordered 2 cases of craft. First time ever. I've ordered cases.
2 cases.
I've ordered the Coast Vibes from Mr. Banks, and I
Very
ordered
nice.
and I ordered the Status Quo as well from Mountain Culture.
Delightful.
Just some delicious sessions. So I guess that's sort of the beers I've been drinking because they're well on the way.
Garage Project. Daisy.
Yeah.
Did
Daisy.
someone
No,
forget to unplug the fridge?
that is
Yeah.
my beer fridge.
Can you go and unplug that right now?
Yeah.
It's kind of a nice vibe, isn't it?
It's very loud.
You tell people about the Garage Project, tell us.
Yeah.
And I'll do my job.
Well, I've already. That was that was my selection on episode 57. And from that recommendation, Klimt was very, very interested to try it. And I think you said, Klimt, that you really frothed on it, didn't you? You really got around it.
Yeah, it was a one of those hop moments when you experience a new hop and you go, oh, fuck, wow, what?
Yeah.
Like, first time I had Mosaic, not Sabro.
Not Sabro.
Strata, for sure.
Strata's.
Actually, no, the first time I had Sabro, it was super interesting.
Yeah.
Wasn't overdone.
I wonder if Talus will do the similar thing it did for me with Sabro, and I end up hating it. I hope not.
I think Sabro in high percentages in a recipe can be awful.
And this is what
But that was a single hop, and it was highly hopped. So.
what I did have over the last 2 weeks was the was it because we had Fuck Yeah 2021, but we didn't have Fuck You 2020, and I had the Fuck You 2020. Very well made beer, but the Sabro was incredibly heavy for me, and I couldn't finish it because it was that unbalanced in the Sabro, in my opinion.
I was thinking about this. Is Garage Project providing the ultimate, like, piss take of 2020 by actually using Sabro in that beer? Have they actually just taken the piss out of all of us?
They're not One Drop.
Full respect.
I mean, I don't know.
One Drop. See, One Drop. I think if One Drop did it like that, I would actually like take my hat off. Like, that's pretty smart. Like, it's almost like trolling the entire industry with a 2020 Sabro beer. I don't know.
Anyway,
I haven't had it yet.
very well made beer, just not for my consumption. It said Sabro. I didn't realize it when I ordered it, and I was like, oh, fuck, it could be really well balanced, and it was just a little bit heavy.
It was definitely a hype purchase, wasn't it?
Now you boys look all well and good, so I'm going to rip into some of this batch.
Yeah, we're alive.
What have you been drinking, Klimt? Have you had anything?
I've actually... No, not really. It was the Garage Project Talus that blew me away. Most of the other things I've had have been pretty basic.
Oh, that's a contrast.
But obviously Ali's engagement present drink was amazing, whatever that was. I'm glad I got to enjoy that. I've been drinking a lot of imported cheap Pilsners.
Yep.
Chunky
Who the
ones.
fuck are we? We've changed.
Bit of pub stout.
Pub stout's great.
Pub stout in cans. That's a bit of beer news. No one knows.
Can't say who makes that beer, but it's pretty good.
Well, yep.
What have you enjoyed, sir?
Another Garage Project beer, funnily enough. The Excessive Machine.
Oh, you're on the tippers.
That was insane.
The picture was insane that you did.
Yeah.
Not up yet, but
The can art was just
very sexy.
It's very
cool.
sick can art. I managed to snag a can after seeing that I regretted, especially looking at the hop combo on that beer. I was like, oh, fuck, I've made a mistake when I did my GP order.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't drink like like a 10 or 11% beer. It doesn't drink like it. It's very well balanced.
Yeah, I saw a comment saying, can you stop making such a fucking racket? Mate, this is just fucking unbelievable. Yeah, I saw a comment saying it drinks like a 6% beer.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, yeah. I
can't even taste the ABV.
Can't even taste the ABV.
I just want beer that tastes like beer.
Did you need to chuck it in the old LC for a while? Or was it good to go?
And the LC in the linen closet.
Yeah.
No, it was ready. Unlike the Fuck Yeah 21, which needs a couple of weeks.
Fair.
That is allegedly.
Well, there you go.
Allegedly.
There you go. Klimt, that's it for beer news?
I think that's it for beer news. Yeah, nice and quiet one.
All right. Well, let's get into some sip, skip, or cellar and call up a couple of guests to have them participate.
I like it.
Sip, sip, or cellar.
That's the second week in a row you said sip, sip.
Sippy, sip, sip. I only sip. I do not skip.
What about that last batch beer? I thought you skipped that.
No, I did skip that. That's fucking sucked. Sorry, Bee Healer. That was awful. But I feel like he's trying to kill me, so I'm not surprised he sent that in. But this one is all right. So the Pash the Magic Dragon.
Pash the Magic Dragon.
That's fine. Now, we've got a guest on the show. Now, on my show notes, Klimt, it doesn't say who it is because it's a special guest and I haven't been told who it is. So did you want to... Is this where you bring him in?
Oh, no, I was just... I wasn't going to, but he is about to become the sexiest DILF of Thornbury. It's Bill from Three Ravens.
Again? So soon?
No, I
There he is.
think that's
not yet.
wait, again so soon, the baby or him coming back?
No, him coming back.
Oh, Jesus, I thought you were saying he had another baby.
No.
That's crazy,
It's been
Tom.
it's been nearly 2 months. Come on.
Yeah, it has, since we actually recorded.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Three Ravens episode too.
I've listened to you a bunch of times. And you only listened to me once. I was like, just getting my own back here.
The Three Ravens episode was crazy well received. A 3-hour episode, and I don't
That was
know.
a lot of time, let's be real.
Yeah, and I don't know if we've ever had that many DMs talking about how good the app was and how it needed to be 3 hours. And yeah, a lot of respect for you guys from that. It was really good to see.
Was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was good fun. I enjoyed that.
But now you can come on Sip, Skip or Seller and be real with us, Bill, and tell us your real thoughts. So
Let's get raw.
you're not representing any brewery tonight. You're representing yourself and your real opinions. So let's get into it.
Well, I've got a skip and a seller.
Oh, okay.
Already.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to kick it off with a beer from Hop Nation, the single Faudre Red.
Faudre, eh?
I don't know. Just
A Fouda?
Faudre. Ah, Faudre.
Fouda. Is that how the Austrians
That's
would
how
say
the
it?
Austrians say it. So,
That's fair.
yeah, that is fair. I will take that one on the chin and cop it hard.
Wow.
Don't know much else about this. It's a site fermentation project beer release. So,
I believe that I read about this on Crafty Pint and that they have followed the story of where this Fouda has been. Faudre throughout like its South Australian history and wineries and stuff. And now they've got, a beer coming out from that single Fouda, not blended with other Faudres. Sorry, my bad.
thank you. I like the site stuff from what I've had, which is not much. I don't know why I don't pursue it, because when I do, it's nice. So I will, on that fact, sip this one. That is all. What about you, Bill?
So my big seller for this month, I guess, is Hawker's Double West Coast.
Ooh, bringing in his own beers. I like this.
Oh, raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, you enjoyed that?
Jeez.
I did immensely. So much so that I would actually pay my own money for it.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
raw.
and that's saying something,
Yeah, definitely. For a guy who hates beer.
it does suck, yeah. Beer sucks. It should probably be skipped all the time.
That's better.
Except for a very select few number of beers that are made in Australia.
I think.
Hawker's, like regular West Coast, is like one of my favourite Australian beers ever.
Yep.
And so I got a bit excited when I heard they were doing a double. Now I do this other thing where I go up and harass Mazen quite regularly because he lives in my neighbourhood.
Fair.
Oh, that's good. We like that energy.
So I quite regularly go up there and, he and I just do normal boy things, like we sit around, talk about beer, we like compare uncapped ratings and all that sort of stuff. And,
Cute. That's cute. It's beautiful.
and normally, and see, this is my skip, that's the company, you see.
Ooh, well, this is raw.
Because, no, I mean, if you've ever spent time with Mazen, you know that the first thing that you want to do is get away from Mazen.
Yeah. Fair. He does listen, so your next visit could be quite awkward.
You reckon he listens? I hope he does.
No, he definitely does.
Excellent.
I guess you'll
what
find
it
out
is.
soon enough.
I don't know if he does.
so-
I don't know if he watches the YouTube, but he definitely listens because he messages us about apps. Thank you for the views.
Imagine how thrilled I was when I discovered that there was going to be a high alcohol version
Yeah.
of something that makes it more tolerable.
I think we were all sellers on that last week too. Last week.
Yeah, I think I was just a sip, but only because I like to sell the standard version more.
Yep. Stock up on that.
I don't need the higher ABV all the time.
You've changed.
You have changed.
Yeah. So
No, I would,
The old you would have done
a
it.
four, a 4-pack of the
It's very
double
good.
and a case of the standard.
Ooh, very
That's
nice.
how I would put it. I'd say.
Very nice.
But there you go. But how about the Hop Nation? Would you sip, skip, or seller that
What
one?
do you think about the Foudre?
The Faudre.
I'm a big fan of that whole theory.
Yeah.
There's a couple in there that can be a bit challenging, I think, even for sort of hardcore sour beer drinkers.
Yep.
I think a lot of the site projects sort of tends to favour acetic acid a little bit sometimes. which is fine because that's just a thing that I guess it's a stylistic thing for a lot of brewers to either avoid or include that in their beers. I really dig it. I love it. Some people are really sensitive to it, but I kind of really like that. And yeah, I think that I think they're doing a lot of really cool stuff out of there.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the cherry one is probably my favourite. The Lapin cherry, was it?
Yeah, Lapin.
Yeah,
that's
had the
really
rabbits
good.
on it and everything. Yeah. But yeah, I would pretty much say sell it to anything that comes out of that project.
Fair enough.
Love it.
What about you, Clint? What do you? Just kicks beers under the table. Don't mind me.
I am a sip on this for sure. Yeah,
That is all.
would never say no.
That is all. And what about you, Wego? Have you had some Hop Nation in your life?
I have, but I've never had a faux dray, so I would be sick. Because I'd love to try it. Why not?
Faux are the best.
I don't turn down beers.
I'm definitely going to butcher the next beer as well that I have for you boys on the list.
Oh, Jesus. Who wrote this?
Tell you, like, I read the list as I see it. I do a lot of preparation for the show. This one is from One Drop, and it came out a little while ago. And it is their very green fuchsia.
Is it Fajoa?
Fajoa.
It's one of those words that actually is said the dumb way.
Yeah.
And you were trying to say it a nice way. I love that you did that still.
I've definitely had some Fajoa in my life. In my life for a long time, and I really get around it. But it's Fajoa mixed with some Manuka honey. It's a very green-looking beer. Bit of a point of difference, I guess.
Why is it green?
Yeah, why is it green?
Appealing to beer thread.
Why isn't it green? That's the question.
Fajoas wouldn't make it green, would they?
No,
it's food colouring, isn't it?
not the million years.
Surely that's banter from them.
I think a lot of their beer that they make is banter, and people just think it's sick. And I think it's funny now that I know a lot of it is taking the piss.
I appreciate that, but I was angered by the green
Yeah,
beer.
I thought you would be.
I was very triggered. Do you know what? When that came out, literally anyone's post in any group, someone would tag me, and I was just like, "This, I've had a fucking enough of this."
That's the kind of energy we want on the show, and keep tagging him.
Bring that energy.
Keep tagging him in the.
Now you know how I feel about any single beer that ever has lactose in it.
Yeah.
Or any name
exactly.
that contains the word lactose in it.
Any time. Yeah, silly boy Bri just gets straight in your ear.
Oh, he loves it.
So on that note, I'm going to skip on this one because I didn't buy it. I think everyone else might be a bit of a skip as well.
I tasted it.
Oh, did you?
Yes, you sipped.
What did you think?
Yeah, look, it's a no from me.
Oh, he breaks the Brewers code for the first time on air. That's our new title.
Well, no, I don't have to like everything. I've already said about like Mazin. But I actually do like Mazin. I get along with him very well, which is why I always go up and have beers with him.
Yeah, I love the back pedal.
I can just walk in and take beers out of his fridge.
He'll probably only listen to 5 minutes of the show.
He's the only person in the office that actually knows me. So it confuses everyone else that works there. But then I just go and sit at his desk and it's all fine. No, but I did try this because I was very interested in like a green, bad looking beer.
Oh, Three Ravens would be interested in that.
Yeah, well, right at my alley, isn't it? It didn't hit for me. So,
Was it the Manuka's a pretty intense flavour?
Yeah, look,
anything?
I've always been really sensitive to phenolic in beer.
Yeah,
and yeah, when you ferment honey, especially Manuka, you tend to sort of push that phenolic
would be hating.
I'm the same. I'm very much the same.
Yeah, so I tasted.
If anyone is wondering at home,
it was above my threshold.
Yeah, okay. If anyone's wondering at home, I'm a skip.
Yeah, thought so. Wego, are you going to give that a crack?
You fucking would.
Some Fajoa in.
You can give it a crack, mate. Don't look at us. Don't ask for our opinion.
I would buy one to take a photo of.
Yeah, you
To
would.
take the piss out of.
No,
No, you wouldn't take the
put
piss
it on
out
your
of
little
it.
personal gram. I've seen you setting up blueberries and pancakes for shots, mate.
Wextagram.
Wextagram.
Oh,
Well,
That's
I'm
the new-
changing the name of my Instagram after the show.
That's great. But that's all the beers I have for you for Billy Boy. But what?
Well, bloody lovely to be on again.
Yeah,
So
before
nice
you
to hear your
go,
voice
before you go, I
and
was
be able
just-
to interact with you and not just shout at my headphones.
yeah, well, that's true.
True.
That's true. I was just wondering before you go, what is the best beer so far that you've drank this year? Apart from-
the best
Yeah.
thing. The best thing, not the best beer.
I want to know the
Beer
best
I've
beer.
drunk this year.
No, very specifically because he hates beer.
Yeah. I don't drink beer. I drink wine, beer stuff.
What's the best wine you've had this year?
Probably Mind Fizz from Grey Wines.
Mind
Thornbury.
Fizz. We'll chuck that up on the screen. It's just here.
Sucked in. Wait, good luck finding Mind Fizz.
No, we're in Thornbury.
Can you spell that for me?
Mind Fizz.
THORNBRULBY.
There you go. The Dilf of Thornbury has spoken.
Oh, all right.
There you go. Get some Mind Fizz in your face.
Yeah, come on the show.
Is that a natty?
Is
Yeah.
this?
Mate, of course it's a natty.
Yeah, good.
He's from Melbourne.
Just checking. Just got to be safe.
I don't drink any wine unless it's in clear glass and is a funny colour.
That's
Some
the way
weird
wine
graphic,
should-
so you have to interpret.
Orange Boys for life.
Get around
it's
some
got a wine
pet
bottle with a
nats.
shield on it.
Pet Nat.
Get around some pet nats.
Welcome to Pet Nat Podcast,
Oh, that's sexy.
where we talk about our organically grown vegetables and our pet nats.
Yummy.
All right.
Well, thank you, Bill. Thanks for being
lovely
part
to
of
have you.
Pleasure.
Sip Skip again. We'll get you probably back on in the year, I'd say.
Yeah,
Rude
on-
not to.
On video, on Zoom.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
I can do that.
Soon.
Make sure you've got a shirt on or not.
No?
No,
No,
we don't
no
need-
shirts.
If
No
you're at
shirts?
home, you can be wherever way you want to be.
Yeah,
That's
yo.
this show is inclusive and it's beautiful.
Yep.
Don't you dare tell him how to dress.
Imagine the content of, Bill's home on paternity leave. That's when the dad has leave
Yes.
for the baby. Yep.
Yep.
And he's just shirtless, nuzzling his newborn into his chest, talking
Ooh.
pet nats,
Just feeding it straight lactose.
feeding it straight lactose. straight from
and
the,
on that note, we might.
straight from the nothing. I'm not going to continue that at all.
All right. Well, thank you, Billy. We'll catch you later.
Thank you,
Cheers,
Bill.
boys.
Love you, mate. Bye.
Yeah.
Lovely.
That was beautiful.
I know.
I am 100% changing my Instagram name to Wegstagram right now.
Instagram. The handle was already gone.
I've just registered that, so we are good to go. Do
Yeah.
you want to get someone else on the line then? Because
We do.
I have one of the OG, the original gangsters.
There can only be one person on anyone's mind when we talk about that.
OG friend of the show, the ambassador of WA.
Get him on the phone.
Let's get him on.
get
I'll
him
give
on.
him a raz. All right, I'm pressing call.
In the meantime, I'm going to pour me a little berry salty goes with some raspberries. 2 more beers and sip skip to go. Oh, fuck.
Hello.
That was very quick.
Yeah, we got him on real quick. Rob, welcome to the show again.
How's it going, guys?
We love
Very
having you
well,
on the
mate,
show,
very well.
Robbo. How are you going?
Yeah, pretty good.
How's WA
Pretty
life
good.
treating you?
She's warm.
Yeah.
Warm today. So, yeah, a few warm days and steamy as well today, which doesn't go particularly well
Oh, no.
for WA. We
No.
don't deal with the humidity.
No. You're COVID free, though, basically. So, like Tassie, good
Yeah,
times.
well, yeah. We've got the pluses, yeah.
Yeah, love it. Love it.
That's what I want to hear. Now, of course, you know how Sip, Skip, or Cellar goes. I've got
OG.
two beers for you to go through. Kicking off with number 1 from Akasha Project. So their more limited release series. Love the can art of these ones. Not. And this is the Blood Orange Goes. So 4.5%, little snazzy little
Pulpy
number
number.
there. Yeah, it should be like Blood Orange should be all right. I'm going to skip for the can art alone. Moving on.
Have you seen the can art on this
No,
one?
not at all. Just know it's going to be terrible.
All right.
Clint,
We'll
have
put
you-
the can
Yeah,
art there.
Yeah, the can art for look, it's been documented. That rebrand is probably the worst rebrand ever in Australia. It's just, yeah,
It
it's not
is.
pretty.
Thank you. Rob.
They paid a lot of money for nothing on that one. And,
Yeah.
look, I'd sip it just because everything I've had from them, it's always solid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not going to go. Probably not going to get out of my way for it or anything like that. If I see it in the fridge and I need another can to get myself over the 10 to bring my shopping trolley down, then I'll get that. But
true that.
Yeah.
See, this is why Rob is one of our Stebby's official judges for WA.
Says it how it is.
Says it how it is, and that's what it's about.
I like it a lot. That's the kind of energy I'm expecting from our calling guests. It's great.
I'm a sip.
You're a sip.
I'll probably buy 2 just to give you one.
Thanks.
That's my new vibe.
That's fine. I will partake as long as I'm not purchasing it with my own money and supporting that shocking branding. I will stop talking about it because I'm sure.
Speaking of good branding, though, Hawkett stuff, the new stuff.
Oh, I think I mentioned it on last
change?
skip. I like that it's a little cleaner and looking good. Better than Pinstripe, I think. Looks really nice.
I think the new stuff looks good. Whatever, like little change.
Yeah,
subtle.
We got the new beer pack from Marsden a week or so ago, and that was a nice little surprise. And the cans looked great, didn't they? Put that on the story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
the only thing I don't like with the Hawkers one is like metallic print. Just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, you want some matte finish.
I like matte finish. Yeah, metallic doesn't photograph well, and especially, I mean, they're not wrapping silver cans in it, but I've seen silver cans wrapped in metallic, and it does my head in.
Yep, that's good feedback from like that.
You've got to think of the photographers.
You've got to think about the photographers, absolutely. He's talking to us there, Lockie. That's good.
That was a point my designer brought up for the next stage.
Yeah, it's a very good point. So, Wegger, you going to sip on that? Are you going to skip it? What's the go?
I'll sip it.
You're going to sip it as well?
Yeah.
Very good to
I'm
go.
not buying you one, though.
Fair enough.
I don't get paid enough for
That's
that.
fair enough. And I've got one more beer, which sounds absolutely delightful, gets me very excited, and that's from La Serene, and that is the Cuvée Bleu 2020. Apparently, this is an absolute corker of a beer.
A lot of people have said that, and I believe it was first done at Blobfish. Blueberries in the beer.
That sounds absolutely fine to me. I am initially a sip and maybe a sour. I'll probably get another bottle afterwards if I think it's going to be as good as I think it's going to be.
Yes, I'm a big seller on this.
Yep.
Straight up, I was told by a couple of people that this is a must cop.
Rob.
So,
Yeah, I'm probably with you, Ali. I'm more of a sip to seller, I think. I like La Serene. Have interesting conversations with Ash about La Serene.
Ash down at 2 metre tall.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Some interesting stories to tell. But no, I like everything they've done, so I definitely pick up a bottle.
We have spoken a bit about how we sleep on them a lot, and maybe a lot of Australia does. Need to get them on there.
Yeah, I guess they're not. I don't know, not held in the same regard as Wildflower or any of those guys, but they're still pumping out some excellent mixed culture stuff.
Yeah.
I think maybe the fact that they've got some of those core ranges that are too readily available kind of detract a bit from some of their more limited release stuff.
Yeah.
Might be good to talk to Costa about that. Time and Barrel, perhaps.
Yeah, I think Time and Barrel 2021 will be the place to do that and get them on the show and have a chat.
Just don't ask him if he can make farmhouse beer without a farmhouse.
Yeah.
That 2 metre tall La Serene spat would be an interesting one to bring up on the 2 metre tall episode, I reckon. I reckon we'd have a few people watching that.
Ooh, drama.
There would be popcorn around for everyone, I think, yeah.
Yes.
That's what I want on the show.
This is me walking out with my deck chair just...
Very good. Wait, now what do you think about La Serene? Have you had any La Serene in your life?
Only the beer that was in the car when
yes.
I think I was a sip on.
That was the lime and ginger.
It's all right. I don't know. Judging from the reaction, I'd probably buy a couple. So I guess seller. I don't know. Just from what I saw
you like your sours? You like your wild firms?
Yeah, I love the Fermies.
Yep.
Clint was having a bit of an orgasm in the
Bit
chat.
of a moment in the
well,
group chat.
I mean, last blueberry beer I had was from
Black Black Arts.
Black Arts.
Oh, was that the one of mine you drank?
No, just had
We
the
still haven't
singular
found
can.
it.
We still haven't found it.
Funny
Werewolf.
that.
So, and that wowed me. If it's on a similar vein, I'm definitely all over. So I reckon you'll very much like it if you find that other can of Black Arts. But back to you, Rob. Just wondering how the WA scene is over there at the moment. What's tickling your pickle?
Well, it's been a bit, quiet. I think everyone's sort of calming down after Christmas. It looks like there's a few releases coming out. I saw that Rocky Ridge had the boys from Grain Crew down.
Yep, saw that
last
Yeah,
week.
looks good.
Nice.
I think getting the next Rock Juice ready.
Ooh,
Yes, please.
V7.
Yep.
Ooh.
So that one will be good. But yeah, it has been pretty quiet on a release front
I noticed
as of
that.
late. I think.
I noticed
Yeah,
that.
I think everyone's just kind of we're smashing production to get everything out for Christmas, and then have gone, take a nice deep breath, and just go on from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon late February, early March will be a cracking month for it because I know we put back 2 limited releases in production because December was one of
Hectic.
the biggest Decembers we've ever had.
Yeah.
So we've got 4 new beers coming and we had to push 2 of them back 2 months just to keep up.
Let's see.
So I imagine there's a lot. Ooh,
We don't talk about that on the show, though.
No, when I was looking at
Yeah, I think Other Side are about to drop a couple. I think they've got a Pilsner coming out.
Hello.
And there was something else I saw on their feed the other day, and it's just gone out of my head.
I saw
So
that
they're
Imperial West Coast before Christmas too. It looked pretty.
Yeah, they had the Imperial West Coast before Christmas, and I think I saw that they're releasing their Distortion, which is one of their kettle sour ranges. They've got the next batch for that one, or this year's batch will release coming out soon as well.
Like it, like it. Love those guys. We've got to finally get them on the show. We should do that soon.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sure Reese would love to come on and have a chat to you.
I think so too. Yeah.
We've had talks, but we need to sort it. Reese, come on the show.
There you go. Well, thank you, Rob. Thanks for coming on. Chipping
Cool, no
in.
worries, boys.
Thanks for the Akasha hate. That made me feel good about myself.
As much Akasha hate as you want. I'm happy to dish out on that one. Yeah, absolutely terrible.
Yeah, it was one of those things where you make a decision and then come out and then you've backed it and then someone's convinced. It's almost like someone's convinced them that it's good and they've gone out to bat for it and gone, oh shit, no, people actually don't like it, but just kept batting for it. Don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen, there's a brewery over here, I think they're just called Artisan
Yep.
Brewing, down in Denmark, and their logo is so similar as well. But he's had it I think Brian's been using that for years, and he's all about brewing Belgian style beer, so it kind of works for him.
I think we've had a few of those. I think someone random
I
sent
think
us
so
one.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we might have got them in the Beer Thread Christmas pack. The Secret Santa swap.
If Amos sent you some stuff.
Yeah, I think it might have been Amos.
Yeah.
Yeah, friend of the show. Good friend of the show.
Yeah, so, Brian's he's been brewing that kind of stuff for years, but so it kind of sinks in with him. But you look at the similarities of that branding and the Akasha stuff, you wonder, how much research that brand company actually did.
Just look at Bolter and say, so we need pastels, but we need to wash them out.
Yeah.
And then make them not stand out on a shelf.
Oh,
How
just
can we
like that
best
new
do
Hot
that?
Nation line as well.
101.
Oh yeah, the tall boy
The single
cans.
hot series they're doing. Yeah.
Oh, with the 30 grams.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, wasn't into it.
Washed out pastels with a number on, but and mine.
Was not
Each to
into
their
it.
own.
Yeah. Oh well. We will speak to you very soon when you dish
Cool.
out some awards for WA. Good sir. So
Yep, absolutely, boys.
if any brewers are listening and you already know Rob, you better be heaping beers into his basket when he leaves the
yes.
shop / brewery. Seriously.
The votes are in already, so we'll see how we go.
I was trying
There's
to
always
I was
next
trying to
year.
get you some free beers. Good times. Good to talk to you, mate.
Thanks, Rob.
Excellent. Thanks, guys.
Is that it?
That's it.
Delicious.
let's move on, shall we?
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Good to have a friend of the show on. Good to have Bill on. Sorry to the few extras from Sip, Skip, Seller, Tasmania. Alex, you're coming on soon. Sorry didn't get to you. Matthew Fielding, going to hit him up soon.
Yep.
But Bill...
Jared as well, good mate of mine. He
Yep,
wanted
Jared.
to come on.
But, and Sarah from Fox Friday.
Soon.
But when Bill asks, when Bill beckons, we respond.
And we're back. And we're back. And we're back. Feels good to be back from our little break.
Feels good.
Sometimes on the show we need to wee, and because we are now on video, we have to do some slight sexy B-roll to overlay that little cheeky sound effect while we go piss. We have relieved ourselves and feels good. Feels great.
Don't act like you're not impressed.
Now, Weg, we wanted to treat you for the first time ever on the podcast as a bit of a reward to say thank you for your hard work. And we gave you a budget for 2 bottle shops, $50 at each bottle shop. We wanted you to treat yourself and, get some beers for yourself to, partake in and then enjoy at home. Obviously get content and take photos of them because that's your job. But we put some budget aside for you and looked after you, so you're welcome.
Thanks.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
We went to the Abbey.
Celebrations at the Abbey, your home of the best beer, wine, and
I think
spirits.
it's now called the Mayfair, isn't it? Is it the Mayfair or is it still the Abbey?
The front is the Mayf.
It's still the Abbey to me.
Yeah, Nick.
Whatever it's called now.
Good friend of the show, actually. Well, not an official friend of the show, not a Patreon, but...
Does give us some cheeky beers here and there.
Yep, and
Just as good.
also one of the number one OG Steppy fans.
He is.
Bottle Share Hero.
Loves the YouTube channel as well. So thank you.
Loves Grandma's Lamingtons. He knows what that means.
Yeah, okay. That's raw.
Moving
Nanas,
on.
Lamos.
And the other bottle shop you went to was...
We went to the Winston.
Winston Cellars as well. Very, very schnazzy.
I'm always
bottle
very
shop.
impressed with their lineup in
Bit
there.
of whale energy.
Some whale energy, but you only have $50 in there. And we did cover that on the story of your little purchases. Did you bring a little beer to treat yourself tonight?
I did.
with? What did you bring?
Well, I brought that Ale Smith West Coast IPA.
Are you going to make me get up?
I can get it.
I think
if you'd
that's
like.
for the
I
best.
can-
Can't be bothered moving for you.
I like that
While he gets himself his
that
own
he
beer.
still thinks that we do
He thinks that because the fridge is right next to me, that I'm going to get in a beer. That's not my fucking job.
I think it would be better if I moved the fridge close enough
Are you
for
going
you
to pour that
reach.
for us? Okay.
Oh, thank you, sir. That's lovely. Oh, he's revealed the face. We'll have to blur that out.
No, his face is already on YouTube.
Oh, is it?
No one knows his name, apart from Wig. Thank you. It's about time we get up, pour our own
Do you
fucking
want
beers
some,
on the
do you want
podcast.
some fuggles in yours?
No.
Okay.
Once I knew it was Fuggles, I was not as happy.
It's
Did not spark joy for me.
no, did it spice joy?
Why, of all hops on your dad's farm, he chooses to grow Fuggles? Geez, be careful with the banner.
No, he was given a variety of rhizomes. He was given a variety of hops, 5 different varieties, and that just happened to be the one we picked while we were walking past.
Fair.
And yes, I'm going to drink this on my coaster that I picked up when I was hanging out at AleSmith, Saddle Flags.
Wish I was there.
I'm glad I poured you a nice big serving. And
Yeah, thank you.
Very nice little
That's the
serve.
way it should be. Yeah, AleSmith is a very iconic beer.
how long ago
San
do you reckon
Diego.
this was canned?
San Diego.
Oh, I don't like to look at these ones. I just
It doesn't
like
actually say, so
No.
that worries me.
That's going to be bad.
It smells old.
Does it? A little bit papery. Yeah, it's got a little bit of West Coast in 2015 vibes. Like West Coast in Australia. I do like me some AleSmith. Why did you pick this can
That's
up?
fucking nostalgic, that smell and taste for me, though. that's Stone IPA vibes.
Because we used to just get Oxy Stone IPA.
Yeah.
I actually got my Rue Nation shirt on tonight.
You do. You do have your
that's
Rue
tight,
Nation shirt
actually.
on. Yeah, that's.
Do you know where I got that
I have
from?
no qualms with this beer.
Do you know where I got this shirt from?
Stone?
Do you know, like, just hanging out there? Probably. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
It was good times.
Yeah, that's fine. One day in about 5 years, I might be able to go to America and do the same when it's safe.
You know what?
Shout out to Joe.
It's not in it.
Look after us, Joe.
Who's Joe?
Biden.
Oh, I thought you meant
Homie of the show.
Inauguration on Thursday.
Last Thursday.
Bides.
Yes.
Good homie of the show.
I hope it was peaceful.
We'll soon find out. Yeah, it's not at its best, but funnily enough, because
Drinking quite well for nostalgic vibes.
yeah, and because it's from AleSmith, a big, decent-sized American brewer. It's well made, so you still taste a lot of hop character and stuff. Why'd you pick this one up for? What attracted you?
Well, Ali did tell me that it was quite an iconic US brewery. So,
San
once
Diego.
the Pilly Panth says something like that about a crispy boy, hard to ignore.
So-
I can see that it does recommend glassware of a specific kind.
There you go.
Little tulip,
Wow.
perhaps?
Yeah.
No, it's a Becher. I don't know. It's
what?
Wow.
Becker?
Oh, a Becker.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I should probably know
He's
what
trying
that
to
is.
be Austrian. It's not working for him.
That's how the Austrians would say it. Sprechen die Deutsch?
Yes, so he only had in his budget left, and he wanted to get a West Coast, and the Stone IPA big pint-sized can was out of his budget, so he went with the AleSmith.
Oh, yeah, that hurts.
But I'm sure you'll get around to a Stone IPA. That is what reeled me in my craft beer journey.
Aussie brewers
Great
and Aussie beer fans who are watching, if you want to pick the West Coast IPAs we drink on the West Coast episode, which will be coming up, where we educate WEG on the West.
We're definitely due for a West Coast episode. I know we've done East versus West, but I want a pure West Coast.
Pure West. So if you'd like to help pick the beers, let us know what you'd like WEG to be trying on his first time. Maybe something new for us.
May I say, while we're still touching on the AleSmith, I love their subtle rebranding. It's sexy.
It is good,
Those
isn't it?
cans look absolutely fantastic.
I like the one with the monks
Yeah, I think
doing
it's
the gang signs.
like it's still true to their brand, but it's just a little bit refreshed and cleaner, and it's bold. A car should take notes.
It's very much like our rebrand of late from episode 50 onwards.
Yeah. A little bit. It's always. I think our brands are forever going to keep changing and tweaking as
Forever evolving.
forever evolving.
We're like a foudoir. Federa.
Fodre.
We're basically
Fodre.
we're basically a fodre of ideas.
Well, thank you for bringing in one of your little choices of beers that we paid for.
That's all right.
So that's really kind of you to.
You
at
got
least-
some delightful little treats. I
I'm
like it.
excited.
Yes, you are.
I'm very excited for a few
Keen
of
to
those.
see your photos as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a
that'll-
good time.
that'll be
It's a good excuse
Some
to
WEG
drink
reviews. If
beer.
anyone wants some WEG reviews,
Oh, Jesus.
raw.
WEG review.
Yeah, well, I think a little WEG review on Instagram where he gives us his raw thoughts about the beer with
one
his
wants
new,
that.
young, fresh mind in the craft beer
No
world.
one.
I actually love it. I think everyone wants that.
No one.
So
I
if
don't
you-
want our
if you want-
placid opinions.
Yeah, we do stupid write-ups and shit. I just want a real, couple of sentences, what your thoughts are on the beer. I don't want anything elaborate. Raw WEG review.
We've just got our
Coming soon.
Our palates are just like old and flaccid and
We try and be
small
smart.
genitalia energies now.
You're the
We
kind
try
of
and-
guys who comment on beer groups and tell people that they probably don't like stouts because they're not drinking them out of the right glasses. So
Oh
wow.
no!
Tell us how you really
Are you
feel.
guys? Are you bringing the donkeys back again?
Is it that time for Ali's Beer Donkey of the Week?
I'm disturbed how well this went.
Everyone's favourite new segment. I think we should bring it back again this week. So popular, so real, so raw. Let's fucking do it. Hit it. Clowns.
Fucking hell.
Clowns, clowns, clowns. Everywhere I can see on the Facebook community of beer. Shout out to We Love Craft Beer Australia, my favourite beer group. For beer chonky donkey fucking idiots. Didn't know where I was going with that. It's raw and it's real, and that's what this segment's about. Now,
We do have good friends there too.
speak for yourself. Do we?
Yeah, we have some friends. there.
Sure. Shout out to
Shout out to the homies.
NA,
Your man.
my boy NA,
Your boy.
has some great thoughts. I've definitely got, put in the bank a very good segment, but it's going to take a bit of time to touch on his. Yeah, so that's for another beer donkey of the week, where I need a good solid 10 minutes.
This is a new segment. This is staying.
Oh yeah, I'm not getting rid of this. It was so well received, and I'm glad people are on board with the vibe.
I got into the socials the other night, and I was scared how many people were vibing on your little donkey.
It feels
segment.
good to have a segment that's so strong.
Submit your donkeys. Just tag Step Brewers.
Please slide into our DMs and let us know if you find any donkeys. I can't see them all. There's only so much
or even just
idiocrity that I can see on Facebook before I cave in.
Just tag us on the post and we'll see it.
That'd be nice.
At Step Brewers.
That would be very, very nice. Now, I've got a big one for you this week.
Oh.
And I think it'll trigger you a little bit more than it will me as a brewer. Because this one is actually directed to craft beer breweries. So,
what do you mean?
I found this one on a beer group called CBC, Australian Craft Beer Crew.
Oh, yeah. Big group, 15,000.
Very big crew. Not the worst of the groups on Facebook. Actually, not too bad from time to time.
Okay.
There's some good posts in there. I'm not going to just rip on beer groups all the time. All right. But this one had over 200 comments.
Say what?
This was a big.
That's a doozy.
Yeah, topical piece that I just couldn't help but not bring up on the show. And this comes from a guy called DK, aka Donkey Kong.
Wow.
An absolute donkey. So I'm not going to, elaborate too much more. Let's get straight into it. He says, "Dear craft beer breweries, we want 6-packs, not 4s. We want cartons of 24, not 16. ... Yours sincerely, customers."
Has he spelt breweries wrong?
He spelt breweries BREWERY apostrophe S.
Apostrophe S. Really?
Some good spelling, just as like my pronunciation. Yours sincerely, customers. So he's speaking for all of us here on CBC. Thank you, Donkey Kong, for that.
So he wants 24s and 6s.
He doesn't like the format of 4-packs and cases of 16. Instead, he likes 6-packs and 24, just like those delicious macro beers come in. That kind of format. Sounds like his kind of vibe.
Now, I don't want to defend a donkey, but I'm fairly sure when Beer Cartel did their survey that 6-packs were the preference over 4s overall, but only just in the survey results. But
what size are the cans?
But also I want to point out that Donkey Kong, what was it, DK?
DK, Donkey Kong.
Yeah, thanks for telling everyone how to do their fucking jobs, mate.
Yeah.
Because obviously we really needed you to make our packaging decisions for us. I'm really glad because having put all my beer
I knew this would get you.
4-packs and 16-packs and paying for my 16-pack trays and cartons for 1, local delivery, cost-effective, recyclable, 2, online delivery.
This is what I wanted.
Fits 500s and 375s. I'm so glad after putting in all that effort, the market research, talking to my customers, the bottle shops, seeing what they wanted and seeing them take 6-packs and repackage them into 4s. I'm so glad we have you here to do our jobs for you, because I feel like I just wasted all that time when clearly I should have just read the letter addressed to me in CBC by Donkey Kong.
Addressed to you personally and from all of us here at Consumers. Fantastic.
From all of us in the brewing community,
fuck you.
Please learn to spell breweries.
Wouldn't hurt.
Yours sincerely, Brewers.
Wow, I didn't know that you were going to take that so passionately, and I appreciate your thoughts on that as an
It's
actual
just a bit
brewery.
silly. Do you think that if he saw the price of a 16-pack, pass me that beer we should share
Man,
at the top of the show.
I want 6 packs of 500ml chonk cans. Put them in my mouth all the time. I don't want a case of 16 chonky cans. I want a 24-pack of your best 500ml. Actually, give me pint-sized cans. I want to drink as much
Pint-sized?
lactose as possible.
Imperial
Fuck
pints?
yeah, boy. Get them in my mouth. Fuck you, DK, you piece of fucking shit. Unbelievable.
All right. Okay. So
What do you want?
Give me the.
This is the thing.
So that's.
Do you want 330 mils? Do you want 375s? Do you want 440s? Do you want 500? You probably do fucking want 500.
What do you reckon
cans.
the 4-pack of a Deeds beer comes out at? Like, something like Nostravi. I don't know. Maybe Deeds is the wrong example. People don't like their pricing. But the other problem is with Australia is we think we're really smart, and most of the time we're not. So when you look at a 4-pack or a 6-pack, do you work out the per mil price?
Oh, absolutely not. As a consumer, that's the last thing I think of.
So if you're going to buy a 4-pack of 375 ml cans, like you look at the price of that. You don't say, oh, okay, so a 4-pack of 375 ml cans, 4 times 375, take the $20 to $28, depending on what the beer is, maybe higher if it's something, a bit more pricey, heavily hopped, divide that by the mils. Okay, now take the 6-pack, divide that by the...
Yeah, I'm not doing that at all.
The wholesale pricing, no matter whether it's in a 16 or a 24-pack, on a per unit basis, is going to come out pretty much the same. Like, why are we having this conversation? We're putting them into... I'm not even going to engage now. No, I'm done with it. Was his next comment that... And I also want the 6-packs to be the price of the 4-pack.
Don't speak for me, mate. Sorry, don't fucking speak for me. Like, I think as a craft beer community, people are buying varied cans a lot more than they are cases and 4-packs anyway. So, first of all, that doesn't really make sense. Like, the only time, I'm speaking on my own opinion here now, is like, the only time I'm buying a 6-pack is like some Beaucamp lager or something like that, where I know I'm going to... like.
If it came in a 4-pack, would you still buy it?
Absolutely.
Would you just buy
two
4-packs?
Only reason I buy a 6-pack of Beaucamp lager when I could was because it came in a 6-pack. But it's very rarely I'm buying a 4-pack, let alone a case.
If DK wants to jump on my website, I'll put on a special option for him where he can have the per mil price at either a 4-pack or a 6-pack rate. Done.
Beautiful.
And
Did you get your
I'll just change my packaging.
Your Mountain Culture Mr. Banks cartons as 16s or 24s?
16s.
Why not 24s?
I was fucking outraged, actually.
Oh my God.
Fuck me. But yeah,
did you have some top comments today?
I did. Yeah, this is the thing. There was some really good top comments.
200.
Out of the 200 comments, I had a good look through, and this is a great comment from my homie HB.
HB.
Oh no, sorry, MB. My apologies. Honestly, disgusted I can't get barley wines out of an IV bag.
Preach. MB for PM.
Just fucking stick it right in my hand.
Hook me up.
Hook it in.
Cannula, please.
Shit.
Didn't realise we'd elected a spokesman. That's from JW.
Don't mind that.
That's big
great.
energy from JW. Good
I
work.
like that.
Don't mind that.
MW said, "Don't say you could speak for me, champ."
Oh, champ.
Champ's a strong word.
Champ.
I'm definitely going to use that more.
I've got in trouble for calling you champ.
A lot of
group chat.
A lot of alpha energy in that word.
I like that.
Champ.
Dangerous. Dangerous.
Oh.
AF said, this is very funny. I wish bags came in the pound, not by the gram.
He's not talking about beer. Oh.
He's talking about hops?
He's talking about...
Yeah, he's talking about hops.
He's talking about hops. Do not take this down YouTube.
Nose beers.
Do not take this
And then
down
someone just
YouTube.
gave him a classic brewery spelling fix.
Thank you.
Oh, just gave him the spelling fix?
Gave him the correct spelling of breweries, and that was very well received from a few likes as well. So, yeah, there's my beer donkey of the week. Yeah, a bit of a silly one, that one. Don't know. Don't speak for me, you fucking idiot.
Moral of the story, shut the fuck up.
You guys are getting real raw on this.
Can I have a little donkey, please, just to round that out? Jeez, that's fucking great. I feel so good every time.
It's very cathartic, isn't
It's
it?
just good.
Have you got a beer donkey for us?
Send them in.
I hate to encourage this, but
This is it.
send them in.
This is the energy of 2021.
Send them in.
Making
Send them
fun
in.
of idiots on the internet is where the Step Brewers
Without
step in.
repercussion.
No,
No, it's great.
it's coming in.
We might get banned from a few beer groups soon.
I'll just make my second account Consuela Jesus, and he will read all the comments on my behalf
Thank
and
you,
send them in.
Jesus.
Thank you,
Jesus.
Consuela Jesus. Yeah, that's it for me. On with the show.
I hate to say I enjoyed that, but I did.
Yeah, I thought you would. Very good.
All right.
I love you still.
We wrapping it up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit shorter than the 2 hours that we had to start last week.
These will be shorter.
Yeah, that was
these will
good
be shorter. We're getting in the groove.
We're revving up for the Steppies Awards.
Yep.
Yeah, feeling good.
I just
about it.
like that I can look at people. Like I can look at them. I can be like
this.
get into my soul. It's me. It's you.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
watching this together. We're inside the microphones. I'm inside you, inside your headphones. And I love you.
I'm glad that you've noticed that, people can see when you're on your phone and
Yeah, because you called me out on that last week. Thank you, Wig.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that.
You got to remember now that we are being watched at all times. It's terrifying.
Yes. Well, speaking of being watched, we're going to wrap up the show now. But what we are going to do is switch over to a bit of Patreon only content. So if you're not a friend of the show, we bid you bye-bye. And if you are a friend of the show, you're going to be watching as we play out that jingle.
Toodaloo. See you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Step Brewers podcast. If you like the show, be sure to rate, subscribe, and leave a review to help other beer lovers discover the podcast.